Peace, everybody. It's your boy Wax Groove TV, home of the Brokest podcast. If you haven't already, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video, share this video. And yeah, man, let's just jump right into it. You already know what it is, just based off the title. We're talking about that Streetz album today, Kissthering. First off, I want to start off by saying shout out to Streetz. This project has already done over 1 million streams, and it hasn't even been a full week yet. So that the project came out September 30th, which was last week Friday, and today is October 6th, so Thursday. Not even a full week, and he's already done over 1 million streams. So yeah, big shout out to him. That's pretty dope. The album is a total of 17 tracks with running time of 50 minutes. I almost said 15. Sorry. And that's dope in the streaming era, because most albums that you see get put out now are usually in the range of like 20 to 30 minutes. You know what I mean? They're real quick, real easy to digest. So to see that this has done 1 million streams and it's almost an hour long, that's pretty dope, because you don't see albums that running for that long anymore. So yeah, like I said, 17 tracks. He's got features on here from, excuse my notes, they're gonna be all over the place. Let's see. Oh yeah, first off, this is his first project on Griselda Records, if I'm not mistaken. Well, since he signed to Griselda, I know he's put out stuff in between, a lot of features. I think this is his 7th full-length LP. On the project, he's got features from Boldy James, Stove God, Benny, Westside, Conway. Got production from who am I thinking of? Alchemist. You got Alchemist, Derringer, Conductor, obviously. So yeah, man, this project, it's dope. I like it. First listen, I was blown away. I put it on first thing when I got up to go to the gym, and this is like 5 a.m. and I've been listening to it every day since. So it's got heavy replay value. I think he picked the right time of year to drop this. You know what I mean? It's that dirty New York rap. It's a lot of boom bap, a lot of funky chords on here, some dusty drums, man. I just like it, man. I really like the production on here. Conductor, we have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem. So yeah, man, that drop is crazy on this particular project. I love that new Conductor Williams drop. So according to Professor Sykes Record Reviews, another YouTube channel, I like his reviews. They're really in-depth, the way he breaks things down. But yeah, he said that he's listened to it and actually tracked it, but Conductor, we have a problem, was said over 50 times. 50 times on this particular project. But I think the drop is dope, man, and it really fits the records. Because Conductor, we do have a problem. Streetz is nice, and he ain't going nowhere for a while. Yeah, man, so let's dive into it. First record, Big Stepper, 2 minutes, 43 seconds long. It's a dope start to the project. It's a head nod. I enjoy it. Nothing too crazy. Production is on point. Rome, his ability to just ride beats and his cadence, and to be able to, his style is very similar, but like he doesn't waver from his style, but he does switch things up just like very minutely, based on the production he's on. It's enough to where you notice it, but it's not too far from what he does. Second track, Hard on Froze. That's 2 minutes, 7 seconds long, and he just talking that talk on this record. I mean, he's just spitting, and I love it. I love it when he's just rapping. Rome is one of them dudes. He can really just rap. He can just get on the mic and just be arrogant and tell you how nice he is. And then he could also, tell stories and compete with the best of them. So I think it's dope. Into Deep, track 3. So this is 3 minutes, 25 seconds long. Where are we at? Let's see. Get much further in life. So he's got some gems on here. Excuse me for the pause. He had a line on there where he's like, you get much further on life if you talk less and listen. The skit at the end, some gems being dropped on there with the life lessons we all need to hear. I thought was pretty dope. If I'm not mistaken, that's the record where the dude is at the end talking about the quarter waters and being in the hood and all that type of stuff. So I thought that was pretty dope. Track 4, one of my favorite records, Soldier Boy. That's 2 minutes 57 seconds long, featuring Conway. And you just knew it was gonna be funny, like the way that they used that Soldier Boy skit from that old interview. Um, yeah, and it just kind of dives right into it, and I feel like it fits. And this song really speaks to his storytelling ability and just him being able to rhyme. Conway came on here and just did his thing. You can't be mad at that. I love the Kanye skit at the end. I thought that was pretty dope too. Then we got track 5, Tyson Beckford. This is my favorite record on the album. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this particular record was produced by Derringer. I have to double check if I'm wrong. Please correct me, but I believe this is a Derringer record. Um, the beat is bananas. This song make you have the production gonna have you just walk around with the stank face, and then the way Rome attacks it, he just kills it. You know what I mean? Just talking about styling on you like I'm Tyson Beck. Like Home just blacked out on this record. You gotta love it. Um, Destiny Child, track 6. This is 2 minutes 49 seconds long. This is honestly my least favorite record on the album, but the song's not whack, if that makes sense. I still listen to it. I still like it. It's still a head nod. It's just probably my least. It is my least favorite. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't skip it though. I still let it rock. You got track 7, Blow for Blow. This is with Stove God and Benny. I love the flutes on the production. Stove God spazzed. Benny held his own. Rome did his thing. Then we get that track was 4 minutes 3 seconds long. Then we get into track 8, Ugly Balenciagas, 2 minutes and 6 seconds. It's funny because the record's name is Ugly Balenciagas because I always tell people that Balenciaga sneakers is hideous, and so many people buy them. But yeah, I mean the horns on this record is crazy. His flow just seems so effortless on this. Um, Track 9, you got 1000 Ecstasy. That's 2 minutes 40 seconds long. This record is a head nod. Nothing more to really say about it. Track 10, Armed and Dangerous. Features Amani Caesar. This record's a little more laid back, and I like the placement of it within the album because you coming off a lot of head nods. This one, it's a little smoother. Brings you down to earth for a second. Then we get into track 11, Cry Champagne. This 2 minutes 51 seconds. Fly wordplay on here, just crazy fly wordplay. I mean, the title says it all, man. He's gonna cry champagne. You know what I mean? Champagne tears. We'll leave it at that. Track 12, 3 minutes 24 seconds. This is the record featuring West Side Gun. Man, this guy's a crime connoisseur, man. That's the best way to describe it. And I believe he said that in the record, which, Rome does talk about the streets quite frequently. He talks about his time on the streets. He has a line on here on the album. I can't remember which track it was on, but basically he talks about how like selling these perks, how much harm it does, and you got to remind you that it doesn't come with like a pension. It doesn't come with a pension, but he makes more money off of that than he does off these streams and mentions. I don't remember which record it was, but yeah, I thought that was pretty dope, and that kind of fits into him being a crime connoisseur. Like when it comes to rhyming, like man, his rhymes, he's gonna glorify the streets, but he's also gonna give you the other end of it too, which I think is dope. Track 13, 2 minutes 21 seconds. Long story short, it's basically a hood story. It's a two-part tale. Two dudes. You got one who was famed athlete destined to go somewhere, but he made some wrong choices, and that led to him throwing his life away. Same thing, another dude he got on here hustling, and he ends up getting knocked for his hustling. Terrible story. Basically a story of two different dudes trying to do something with themselves, and they just ended up falling down the wrong path. Where we at? Track 14, Serving. This is 2 minutes 30 seconds long, featuring Boldy James. The piano is crazy fire on the production for this particular record, and I like it. Perfect track for Boldy to be featured on. I like Rome's cadence on here. Like I said, the production is crazy. Boldy attacks the record smooth as ever, like he normally does. He's gonna ride the production, everything with him is, it's not forced. It's laid back. I like the way Boldy described himself as a boring individual at one point. He's like, everything he does is boring, even down to the music he does. And I understand where he's coming from. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the music isn't boring, but it's such a laid back style. You ain't gonna get no crazy wild antics on it. And you know what you're getting from Boldy, and he continues to get better as well. What I did find interesting though about this particular album and Boldy's album, they both dropped the same day. Is the fact that they both dropped on September 30th. I know Boldy's project was done with Nicholas Craven. We got to talk about that too. But the fact that they dropped on the same day and they're both Griselda label mates, I just thought that was a little weird, considering their fan bases are very similar. And we talked about this on the podcast before with Mayhem and Rock Marciano's projects dropping the same day, and just kind of how it can somewhat affect one of the other's streaming numbers, or just numbers in general. But it is what it is. I wonder what the storyline was behind that, or the reasoning behind that. And we got track 15, Reversible, another head nod. This is 3 minutes 21 seconds long. Track 16, Fashion Rebel. This is 3 minutes 47 seconds. What did he have a line on there? He was like, never been exposed to the game, so you get finessed. Yeah, he just be talking, man. He just be talking that talk. We got track 17. This is, final track on the project. 2 minutes, 12 seconds long. Ends the album with a head nod. He got a line on there. He says, like Thanos, everyone dies when I snap. I thought that was pretty good wordplay. I guess let's talk about it, man. This album, I love the project. I feel like this is definitely one of his more complete projects. Shout out to Westside Gunn, because Westside Gunn is definitely like the Thanos of rap, the way he is snatching up all artists, and his ability to be able to curate records and do things with a lot of these artists is dope. I wonder how much of a hand he had in this, because I thought it was fire. Conductor Williams just really showed off. He showed off. I like his production with Rome. Like I said, his drop, Conductor, we have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem. It's said over 50 times on this album, but it fits in to the project and the production. I love Romestreetz' arrogance. He can spit. Yeah, man, I want to know what you guys think of that album. My favorite records on this album, Blow for Blow, Tyson Beckford, Soulja Boy, just to name a few. Overall, I think this project is dope. They dropped it, end of the year, which I think is great. This definitely has album of the year contention in my eyes. I think it's fly, man. I don't know what else to say about this particular project other than it has super replay value. I give it spins when I'm at the gym. Definitely get spins when I'm in the car. It just gives you that dirty New Yorker hip hop vibe. I don't even want to say dirty New Yorker. It just gives you those dirty, grimy vibes, like in a very complete place. This is definitely high level, top tier connoisseur rap. Everything that dropped on the 30th, for the most part, all my hip hop heads, you should be spoiled with this, because we've gotten nothing but high level, top tier raps, to go back and forth and bounce off for the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, until something else good comes out. But yeah, man, I want to know what y'all think about this particular project. It's definitely one of my favorite projects that dropped this year. So let me know in the comment section. Make sure you like this video, share this video. And once again, I want to know what you guys think. It's your boy Wax, home of the Brokest Podcast, Peace.